Welcome to EMO. It is week 1 of the PLL season. That means predictions. I love week 1 predictions for any sport because we have no idea what is going to happen, and that excites me so much. Just when there's really toss-ups everywhere because there are new faces, new players, new coaches all around the league. And you could say this across the board for any league, college football, NFL, NBA, MLB, whatever you want to call it. It's like that. So let's start with the Redwoods versus the Atlas, June 3rd, 12 p.m. on ABC. Both teams had scrimmages. Redwoods tied with the Chrome 10-10. The Atlas also tied with the Archers 11-11. Both offenses should have success here, but I really do trust the Atlas offense a little bit more. I'm most excited to see how much the Atlas defense improves, though, with Gavin Adler and Brett Makar, the two new shiny additions along that defensive front, first-rounders. And the key here for me is, can the Redwoods stop this Atlas offense as well, with Jeff Teat, Chris Gray, and Alexander Dixon going to fit in his first game as this off-ball threat. Then you have a massive long-range shot threat from Romar Dennis. It's going to be fun. And for the Redwoods, I think defensively I'm not as worried, but it's offensively. I need to see Miles Jones pop off. Can Nakai Montgomery make a step up? I believe in Rob Pennell. I believe in this attack line with Ryder Garnsey, but I just really don't know. I still have question marks for this offense as a whole and if they can keep up with some of the best teams in the league. And the Atlas also have Trevor Baptiste at the faceoff X, which is going to guarantee a lot of make-it-take-it opportunities. I like the Atlas here. Cannons versus Archers, our next game, June 3rd, 2:30 on ESPN+. The Cannons lost Lyle Thompson. That, to me, is the biggest thing. So we're going to see a totally different Cannons team. New coaching, new philosophies, new everything. And I think everyone is very curious to see what these changes along the attack line, with the additions of Marcus Holman and Matt Kavanaugh, we actually could see more production from this Cannons team. The goalie battle between Adam Gittleman and Brett Dobson also interests me in this game. Adam Gittleman coming from the Archers, and Brett Dobson, who I think could be one of the better goalies in the league after this season is over. I'm really high on him. I'm just super excited to see how that plays out. There's a lot of storylines going on there. The Cannons beat the Water Dogs in their scrimmage, but, it's a scrimmage, and that doesn't really say everything. Scrimmages are different. Sometimes they go into fifth quarters. You never know. You don't want to take too much or read too much into that. How much does this Cannons defense improve, though? They're the worst defense in the league in 2022. There are too many question marks for me. I need some of those answered. So before I get those answers, I'm going to go with the Archers, a team that I think is going to improve at the faceoff position with Mike Sisselberger. And I think that is a team that I can trust this offense. Even though they lost some players, I think that they're still going to be firing off on all cylinders. Our next game, Chaos versus Water Dogs, June 4th, 12 p.m. on ABC. Both the Chaos and the Water Dogs were beaten in their scrimmages, but you don't want to take too much into that. And both these teams are actually without key players. So if any game is a toss-up, this game is the most toss-up of them all, because the National Lacrosse League, indoor lacrosse, box lacrosse, is having their championships right now. And, well, the Chaos and the Water Dogs just have key players playing in those games for the Colorado Mammoth and the Buffalo Bandits, respectively. For the Chaos, it's Josh Byrne, Chris Kluche, Ian McKay, and Max Adler. Huge, huge players that really you can't win without, in my opinion. The Water Dogs will be without Dylan Ward, who, in my opinion, is the best goalie in the world. He's currently playing for the Colorado Mammoth and is just an incredible goaltender that brings so much to this team. And, I mean, again, this is a toss-up for me. Last season, the story was the Chaos were without these basically same players because they were on the Bandits, playing in the championship, and they had a rough start to the season. I think that we're going to see that again. I think history repeats itself. I'm going to go with Water Dogs, but again, this one can be a toss-up. I still think, though, that the Water Dogs have a strong team returning. I'm excited to see them. Our last game is the Whip Snakes versus the Chrome. June 4th, 2:30, ESPN+. The Whips dominated in their scrimmage against the Chaos, and they dominated in the regular season in 2022. Expect the same as this already insane offense adds Tucker Dordevic, who I think is the biggest steal in the draft. When you watch him, watch his footwork, his speed as a Dodger, it's really otherworldly. And I think he's going to bring a whole entire new dimension to this Whips offense that's going to be without Zed Williams, who's also playing in the NLL Championship. I'm going with the Whip Snakes here, but I'll say this. The Chrome have a good shot to win this if Connor Farrell can dominate over rookie Petey LaSala at the faceoff position. The Whips will win this game even without Zed Williams if they can win the possession battle. I'm not saying they need to get over 50%, but they can't lose 70% of the faceoff, something outrageous like that, if they want to win, because they really do need those possessions. I do think that if you give the Chrome opportunities to win more possessions and give Logan Wisnauskas and company in this offense a chance to beat Kyle Bernlohr and his defense, I think that it could make for an interesting matchup here. But I'm going to go with Kyle Bernlohr. I'm going to go with the Whip Snakes with this awesome defense, and I'm going to go Whip Snakes over Chrome. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Again, there's not too much analysis we can do because, well, the season hasn't started and it's preseason, but I enjoy it. I like not knowing what's going to happen, not knowing who a lot of these new guys and new faces are around the league. We'll have a better picture and more in-depth analysis as the season goes on. Thanks for watching the EMO channel. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you love the PLL.